What if I told you that last night's Oscars didn't just deliver glitz, glamour, and golden statues, but a moment so jaw-droppingly insane, so shockingly hypocritical, that it exposed the absolute decay of Hollywood right before our eyes? This wasn't just another cringeworthy acceptance speech. No, this was something much worse. Something that left the internet in complete disbelief. And trust me, once you hear what this actress said on stage, you'll understand exactly why Hollywood has lost all credibility. So, let's break this down. We all know the Oscars are no stranger to controversy. Every year, there's some level of absurdity that makes headlines. But what happened last night? This took things to a whole new level. Because in a moment that perfectly encapsulates just how out of touch and delusional Hollywood has become, one actress gave a speech that was so mind-numbingly ridiculous that the internet collectively lost its mind. The film in question? A movie called Anora. Now, I haven't personally seen it, but from what I gather, the storyline revolves around a character, a 304 if you catch my drift. A woman engaged in, well, let's just say spicy business transactions for cash. And guess what? The actress who starred in this film took home an Oscar for her role. Now, winning an award is one thing, but the speech she gave, that's what truly sent shockwaves across social media.
But thank you so much to the Academy. I grew up in Los Angeles, but Hollywood always felt so far away from me. So to be here, standing in this room today is really incredible. Thank you, Neon, Film Nation, Universal. Thank you to my incredible family, my mom and my dad and my sister and my little brother and my twin brother, Miles. Thank you for being my best friend, not that you have a choice. Thank you, Sean Baker, Sammy Kwan, Alex.
Because not only did she stand there on that prestigious stage and glorify this type of work, but she actually had the audacity to frame it as something empowering, something to be celebrated. And the craziest part? The entire Hollywood elite, directors, producers, A-list actors, were cheering her on. They were applauding. They were smiling and nodding, as if this speech was some groundbreaking moment of progress. The hypocrisy? Off the charts. Because let's not forget, this is the same Hollywood that has spent years pushing the Me Too movement, claiming to stand against exploitation and abuse in the industry. The same Hollywood that claims to protect women. And yet, here they are, now glorifying something that has led to unimaginable suffering for so many. And bro, hold up, was that a hickey or a collarbone? What am I even looking at? But real talk, I can't help but wonder, how proud do you think her father is of this moment?
Recognize and honor the sex worker community. I will continue to support and be an ally. All of the incredible people, the women that I've had the privilege of meeting.
Because what she says next, oh, it only gets worse. She actually claims, get this, that she's an ally to these workers, that she stands in solidarity with them, as if Hollywood suddenly cares about people in that industry. As if this entire system isn't built on power, exploitation, and backroom deals. Bro, Hollywood is cooked. Society is cooked. This isn't progress. This isn't empowerment. This is pure degeneracy, dressed up as some grand, noble cause. And the fact that a room full of elite millionaires sat there and clapped like trained seals, it's absolutely insane. And speaking of insanity, this tweet right here absolutely killed me. Spicy work is work. It should be honored. Actresses should not be ashamed to sleep with producers and directors to get roles. And we should normalize directors insisting actresses do spicy favors in exchange for roles. If you agree, reply me too. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. The sheer lack of self-awareness in Hollywood is mind-blowing. These are the same people who pretend to be champions of morality, the same people who claim to fight for women's rights. And yet, they push this narrative that only leads to more exploitation, more suffering, and more harm to women. And let's just be honest for a second. Hollywood hates women. I mean, really think about it. First, they promote and normalize this industry, despite all the evidence showing how damaging it is to the women involved. If you actually listen to women who have been in that world, they'll tell you, it's not glamorous, it's not empowering, It's destructive. Then, on the other hand, Hollywood is actively replacing women in their own spaces. They push for men to compete in women's sports, to take up roles in women's spaces, all under the guise of progress. They claim to fight for women, but every action they take, it does the exact opposite. And let's not even get started on the trafficking issues tied to that industry. The dark, hidden side of it. The part Hollywood never talks about. Because if they did, they'd have to admit that they've been enabling it all along. But nah. Instead, we get this, an Oscars moment that perfectly sums up the moral decay of Hollywood. Now, maybe the actress giving this speech meant well. Maybe she truly believes what she said. Maybe she met people in that industry who were kind, and maybe she sees them as human beings deserving of dignity. And you know what? That's fair. Every person deserves dignity. But that still doesn't change the fact that this is harmful, that this is destructive, and that Hollywood is, once again, normalizing something that should never be normalized. This was not a moment of empowerment. It was a moment of insanity. So tell me, what do you think about this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you agree that Hollywood has completely lost its mind, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.